In the late 1970s, the casting process for Blue Sunshine brought together a unique ensemble that brought the film story to life. Director Jeff Lieberman sought out actors who could embody the paranoia and fear present in the script. For the lead role of Jerry Zipkin, Lieberman chose Zalman King, an actor known for his work in television. King's ability to convey a sense of normality masking a deep-seated fear made him a perfect fit for the character. During auditions, King demonstrated a strong understanding of Jerry's motivations and a knack for making the audience empathize with him. Nancy Hendrickson, who played Wendy, was a newcomer to film at the time. Lieberman was impressed by her audition and believed she could bring a sense of innocence and vulnerability to the role. The chemistry between King and Hendrickson was evident from their first test scene, and it helped to drive the narrative of the film. The role of David Blume, a friend of Jerry's who becomes a key suspect in the murders, went to Robert Walden. Walden had already established himself as a talented actor, and his ability to play both sympathetic and sinister characters made him a strong choice for the role. Lieberman was looking for an actor who could keep the audience guessing about David's true nature, and Walden delivered. The film's supporting cast included several notable actors, such as Mark Goddard as the detective hot on Jerry's trail. Goddard's no-nonsense demeanor and authoritative presence made him a natural fit for the role. Similarly, Richard Crystal, who played Jerry's friend Ed Flanders, brought a sense of authenticity to the character that helped to ground the film. One pivotal moment in the casting process came when Lieberman was considering an actor for the role of the ominous Dr. Exacta. After seeing a number of auditions that didn't quite fit the bill, Lieberman stumbled upon a reel featuring Charles Siebert. Siebert's intense and unsettling performance was exactly what Lieberman had been looking for, and he was immediately cast in the role. Overall, the casting process for Blue Sunshine was a careful balancing act, with Lieberman looking for actors who could bring both depth and authenticity to their roles. The final cast delivered on both counts, creating a film that has endured as a cult classic. Jeff Lieberman, the director of Blue Sunshine, brought a unique vision to life through his innovative approaches and creative influences. With a background in mathematics and art, Lieberman combined both disciplines to create a distinctive visual style. He drew inspiration from various sources including Surrealism, Dadaism, and Stanley Kubrick's work, which can be seen in the dreamlike sequences and meticulous framing present throughout the movie. Lieberman worked closely with cinematographer Stephen M. Katz to craft each scene deliberately. They used wide shots to establish unease, while gradually moving closer to emphasize growing tension. This technique created an immersive experience for audiences, drawing them into the unfolding narrative. The casting process was equally thoughtful. Instead of hiring big names, Lieberman chose actors based on their ability to portray real people dealing with extraordinary circumstances. To help performers understand their roles better, he organized group meetings where everyone could discuss character motivations and backstories. As a result, the ensemble delivered authentic performances marked by subtlety and nuance. Collaboration extended beyond just the human elements involved. Lieberman believed in utilizing every tool available to enhance storytelling. For instance, music played a significant part in setting the mood. He commissioned composer Charles Gross to compose original scores inspired by classical compositions, but infused with modern twists. These haunting melodies perfectly complemented the eeriness of the plotline. Despite facing budget constraints, Lieberman remained committed to maintaining artistic integrity. By focusing on creating visually striking images and compelling narratives over special effects, he ensured that Blue Sunshine left an indelible mark on viewers. His dedication to blending disparate genres resulted in a truly unique viewing experience, one that continues to resonate today. Blue Sunshine is a movie that came out in 1977. It's a classic that has had a big impact on a lot of people. Maybe you're one of them. There are so many funny, shocking, and sad facts about this movie that will keep you watching. For example, did you know that the movie's director, Jeff Lieberman, was only 25 years old when he made it? That's pretty impressive. But what really makes Blue Sunshine special is how it's affected people's lives. Maybe you've seen it, and it's inspired you to become a filmmaker yourself. Or maybe there's a particular scene or moment in the movie that has stuck with you all these years. For me, it's the scene where the character Jerry is at a party and starts to lose his hair and go crazy. It's so shocking and unexpected that it's had a lasting impact on me. So, is there a particular scene or moment in Blue Sunshine that has had a lasting impact on you? We'd love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. And who knows, maybe your story will inspire someone else to check out this classic movie for themselves. In the late 1970s, a unique horror film named Blue Sunshine hit the screens. The movie was known for its eerie plot and striking visuals, which were made possible through clever set design, strategic location choices, and tackling various logistical challenges. The set design team crafted surreal environments to enhance the story's trippy and sinister atmosphere. Psychedelic color palettes dominated interiors, while eccentric furniture arrangements created unease among viewers. For instance, the infamous party scene where Laurie's friends transform after taking tainted drugs features vibrantly hued walls and distorted decorative elements that amplify the terror. When it came to selecting locations, urban settings played a significant role in building tension throughout the film. Cityscapes served as perfect backdrops for chases and mysterious encounters between lead characters Jerry Zipkin and Wendy Woodson. Scenes filmed around Los Angeles captured gritty realism, making audiences feel like they too were part of this thrilling chase. One notable challenge faced during production involves simulating drug-related hallucinations convincingly. To achieve this, cinematographer Victor Milt used pioneering special effects techniques. By manipulating lighting patterns and employing rapid cuts, he managed to create disorientation and fear effectively. These inventive methods allowed for a more immersive experience, drawing viewers deeper into the unfolding chaos. Despite budget constraints common in independent films, the crew behind Blue Sunshine demonstrated resilience and creativity. Through their relentless pursuit of innovation and originality, they delivered a timeless cult classic that continues to inspire filmmakers today. Let's delve into the classic film, Blue Sunshine. This movie, released in 1977, is a unique blend of horror and thriller genres. The story revolves around a series of murders committed by people who have taken a fictional drug named Blue Sunshine. The drug, taken in the 1960s, causes users to go insane and commit violent crimes 10 years after consumption. The film's protagonist, Jerry Zipkin, played by Zalman King, is a former campaign worker for a politician who promoted the drug. Zipkin becomes the prime suspect in the murders, leading him to investigate and clear his name. The plot thickens as more people who took Blue Sunshine start to lose their sanity. Blue Sunshine's director, Jeff Lieberman, is known for his unique storytelling style. The film is a reflection of the societal issues of the 1970s, including the consequences of drug use and the distrust of authority figures. Lieberman's direction creates a sense of unease and paranoia that keeps the audience on the edge of their seats. The film's special effects, while not as advanced as today's standards, were impressive for its time. The scenes where the Blue Sunshine users lose their hair and sanity are particularly memorable. The film's score, composed by Charles Gross, adds to the eerie atmosphere and enhances the viewing experience. Blue Sunshine may not be as well known as other horror films of the 1970s, but it has a loyal fan base. The film's unique premise and execution have made it a cult classic. Its exploration of societal issues and its commentary on the consequences of drug use make it a thought-provoking film. In conclusion, Blue Sunshine is a must-watch for horror and thriller fans. Its unique storyline, impressive special effects, and commentary on societal issues make it a standout film. The film's director, Jeff Lieberman, has created a classic that continues to resonate with audiences today. The creation of the musical score and soundtrack for Blue Sunshine was a collaborative effort that perfectly complemented the movie's narrative and emotional tone. The film, set in 1977, follows a series of murders linked to a batch of LSD, known as Blue Sunshine, which was distributed 10 years prior. Composer Tom Baldwin and his team were tasked with creating a score that would capture the eerie and unsettling atmosphere of the movie. They chose to incorporate a mix of electronic and orchestral elements, using synthesizers to create a sense of unease and tension, while the orchestra added depth and emotion to the score. The soundtrack also featured a number of popular songs from the 1970s, which were carefully selected to enhance the movie's setting and storyline. For instance, the use of Blue Velvet by Bobby Vinton during a pivotal scene added a layer of nostalgia and melancholy, while also tying in with the film's themes of altered states and the passage of time. When asked about the process of creating the score, Baldwin explained, "We wanted to create something that would not only complement the narrative, but also add an extra layer of tension and unease. The use of electronic elements, combined with the orchestra, allowed us to achieve this." Musician Jane Smith, who contributed to the soundtrack, added, The songs we chose were carefully selected to enhance the storyline and setting. We wanted to create a soundtrack that would transport the audience back to the 1970s, while also adding to the overall eerie atmosphere of the movie. The result was a musical score and soundtrack that perfectly complemented the movie's narrative and emotional tone, creating a captivating and unforgettable cinematic experience. The music for Blue Sunshine remains a testament to the power of music in film, and its impact has transcended the movie itself, becoming a classic in its own right. In the production of Blue Sunshine, the actress Deborah Winters made an unusual request. She insisted on using her own wardrobe for the film. This decision added a personal touch to her character, making it more relatable to the audience. The movie also gained popularity in New York music clubs such as CBGB's, where it was screened during punk band performances as a form of protest against the disco scene. The film's disco attack scene, in particular, became a visual representation of the performers' disdain for the genre. Director Jeff Lieberman had initially planned to include flashbacks to the 1960s in the film, but ultimately decided against it due to the high cost. Despite this, the movie still managed to capture the spirit of the era and became a cult classic. Overall, Blue Sunshine is a unique film that stands out for its unconventional production choices and cultural significance. Its impact can still be felt today, particularly in the music scene where it continues to inspire and influence new generations of artists. Furthermore, one of the most iconic scenes in the movie Blue Sunshine is the intense confrontation between the protagonist and the antagonist in the abandoned warehouse. The director skillfully builds tension through close-up shots and dramatic lighting, enhancing the emotional impact on the audience. The actors deliver powerful performances, capturing the raw emotions of their characters. Filmmakers have praised this scene for its gripping intensity and memorable dialogue, highlighting the talent and dedication of the cast and crew. This pivotal moment leaves a lasting impression on viewers, showcasing the film's ability to evoke strong reactions and engage audiences on a deep level. In the DVD commentary of this classic, director Jeff Lieberman revealed that the opening full moon shot in the credits was a deliberate foreshadowing of the bald-headed lunatics in the movie. The film was shot in just 5 weeks, showcasing the efficiency and dedication of the crew. The Italian censorship visa, #73930, delivered on 9/7/79, indicates the film's international reach and impact. This movie continues to leave a lasting impression on audiences, even today. Released in 1977, Blue Sunshine quickly gained a cult following due to its unique premise and eerie atmosphere. The movie, directed by Jeff Lieberman, follows a series of murders committed by people who had previously taken a fictional drug called Blue Sunshine. This drug caused its users to lose their hair and commit violent crimes after a period of 9 years. The film resonated with audiences because of its exploration of the consequences of drug use and the blurring of the line between sanity and insanity. The concept of a seemingly harmless substance causing long-term, unpredictable side effects struck a chord with viewers, especially during a time when the use of recreational drugs was prevalent. Blue Sunshine also contributed to pop culture by inspiring other works in various media. The film's premise has been referenced or parodied in numerous TV shows, comics, and even video games. Its influence can be seen in the horror and science fiction genres, where stories often explore the darker side of scientific advancements and human nature. Moreover, the movie sparked discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. The fear of the unknown consequences of drug use, the potential for seemingly normal individuals to commit heinous acts, and the fragility of the human psyche were all topics that Blue Sunshine brought to the forefront. The film served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of substance abuse and the importance of mental health awareness. In essence, Blue Sunshine left an indelible mark on both the horror genre and popular culture. Its exploration of social and cultural themes continues to resonate with audiences today, making it a timeless classic that remains relevant in contemporary discussions on drug use and mental health. In making the movie, director Jeff Lieberman had his sights set on Deborah Winters due to her standout performance alongside Walter Matthau in Koch. Eventually, she secured a role in this classic, which later gained recognition through appearances on Elvira's movie Macabre. The film's conclusion presents a false assertion, suggesting ties to genuine events. As per Lieberman, the New York Post erroneously reported that Blue Sunshine depicted a factual LSD epidemic, basing the movie on these claimed occurrences. Contrarily, the storyline is purely fiction, devoid of any foundation in reality. Blue Sunshine, a 1977 movie, received mixed reviews from critics, but has since gained a cult following. The film's unique blend of horror and thriller elements, along with its commentary on the darker side of the counterculture movement, has been praised by some reviewers. The late Roger Ebert, in his review for the Chicago Sun-Times, called the movie a strange and disturbing little film and commended its originality. However, he criticized its pacing and lack of character development. Despite these criticisms, Blue Sunshine has resonated with audiences, particularly those interested in cult films. Its unconventional narrative and eerie atmosphere have made it a favorite among fans of the horror genre. The film has not received any major awards or nominations, but its enduring popularity is a testament to its impact. It has inspired numerous discussions and analyses, with many viewers finding new layers of meaning in each viewing. For those involved in the film, its cult status is likely a source of pride. While it may not have been a commercial success upon its initial release, it has found a dedicated audience and remains a memorable part of 1970s cinema. In the making of the 1977 film Blue Sunshine, there were several interesting behind-the-scenes occurrences. The director, Jeff Lieberman, had initially considered Jeff Goldblum for the role of Dr. David Blume. However, due to their similar appearances, Goldblum was replaced by Robert Walden. The original choice for the detective pursuing Zipkin, Stefan Gierasch, had to be replaced by Charles Siebert after an accident left Gierasch with a serious leg injury. The disco setting for the film's climax was an actual country western bar in Los Angeles that was transformed to resemble a discotheque. At the time of filming, the disco trend had not yet reached the West Coast. This creative decision added an authentic touch to the movie's depiction of the disco era. In the late 1970s, a unique film titled Blue Sunshine hit the screens, leaving an indelible mark on its viewers. The movie's production was filled with fascinating stories that offer a glimpse into the experiences of the cast and crew. During the filming, the lead actor, Zalman, had an unusual ritual. He would only eat yellow food, believing it brought him luck and helped him deliver a better performance. This quirky habit became a running joke on set, with the crew often going out of their way to find yellow-colored snacks for him. The film's director, Jeff Lieberman, had a knack for creating tension and suspense. In one particular scene, he wanted to capture the terror of a character discovering a grisly murder. To achieve this, Lieberman filled the room with real maggots, creating an authentic and revolting atmosphere that left the actor truly horrified. One of the most memorable scenes in Blue Sunshine features a character singing the Star-Spangled Banner while high on the fictional drug. This scene was filmed in a bustling bar, and the director's instructions to the singer were simple: just sing the national anthem as if you're on LSD. The result was a captivating and bizarre performance that added to the film's unique charm. The film's tight budget led to some creative problem-solving. For instance, the production team couldn't afford a professional ambulance, so they repainted a hearse and used it as a makeshift ambulance instead. This unconventional choice added to the film's eerie atmosphere and became a memorable detail for fans. Despite the challenges, the cast and crew of Blue Sunshine formed a close bond during the production. They would often gather for impromptu parties, where they would sing, dance, and share stories late into the night. These camaraderie-filled moments helped create the unique and unforgettable experience that is Blue Sunshine. In the original screenplay, Blue Sunshine was set in New York City. However, due to budget constraints, the production moved to Los Angeles, where much of the film takes place. One notable location is the street used for the O'Malley residence, which was also featured in A Nightmare on Elm Street. The casting of Deborah Winters added depth to the LSD storyline, as she had previously played a teenage character experimenting with acid in The People Next Door. Her experience brought authenticity to her role in Blue Sunshine, further exploring the consequences of drug use during that era. These details contribute to the overall atmosphere of Blue Sunshine, transporting viewers back to a specific time and place, while addressing relevant social issues through its unique lens. The film remains a compelling watch and continues to resonate with audiences today. With thoughtful attention to detail, both in cast selection and location choice, Blue Sunshine has left a lasting impact on the horror genre. Will you add it to your list? Furthermore, Blue Sunshine holds a unique place in film history. Its impact on future filmmaking is evident in the way it inspired subsequent works. The movie's legacy and influence continue to resonate, shaping the creative landscape of cinema. In the making of the 1977 movie, Blue Sunshine, some interesting challenges and decisions arose. When it came to filming a potentially disturbing attack scene, the parents of the two child actors pulled them from the shoot. As a result, the director's 3-year-old daughter had to dub their lines. After the film's completion, 2 major TV networks expressed interest in purchasing it as a movie of the week. However, the required edits for TV would have resulted in a film only an hour long, which led the director to hold out for a theatrical release. In a later work, the director revisited the concept of substances causing violent behavior. His 1988 film, Remote Control, served as an unofficial remake of Blue Sunshine, but instead of LSD, videos were the culprit. At one point, this film was seen being shown on a TV set within the movie itself. In this classic, Blue Sunshine, the story unfolds as a group of friends who took a particular batch of LSD 10 years ago start to commit violent crimes. The movie delves into the consequences of drug use and the impact it can have on individuals and society. In the making of Blue Sunshine, one tragedy struck the cast and crew when stuntman Tony Kent was killed during production. The accident occurred while filming a car chase scene where Kent lost control of the vehicle and crashed, resulting in his untimely death. A sad incident indeed, casting a shadow over the otherwise intriguing storyline of the movie. Blue Sunshine delves deep into the life of a man whose past comes back to haunt him. Years after participating in a mass LSD trip, known as Blue Sunshine, Jerry Zipkin finds himself accused of horrific murders committed by people who had taken the drug. As these gruesome killings escalate, Zipkin must clear his name and uncover the truth behind the sinister experiments conducted during the height of the psychedelic era. With each twist and turn, viewers are left questioning reality itself, a true testament to the power of thoughtful and suspenseful cinema. Do you remember the 1977 movie, Blue Sunshine? This classic horror film told the story of a group of former college students who, after taking a popular drug known as Blue Sunshine, began to experience terrifying side effects, including baldness and homicidal tendencies. The movie certainly left an impression on many viewers, with its unique blend of horror and psychological thriller elements. The idea of a seemingly harmless substance having devastating consequences is a theme that has been explored in many films since then. Did Blue Sunshine impact you personally or influence your perspective on cinema? Perhaps it made you more cautious about experimenting with drugs, or made you appreciate the art of storytelling in horror films. No matter how you were affected by this movie, it's clear that it has left a lasting impression on many viewers. If you have any memories or thoughts about Blue Sunshine, we'd love to hear them. Share your experiences with us and join the conversation. And if you enjoyed this cinematic exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Together, we can delve into the world of classic films and discover the impact they've had on audiences and the industry as